Christ. You know you live in the middle of fucking nowhere when the radio stations don't even come in. Oh well. Fuck it. Eventually I'll get radio stations. There we go. I'm just rolling to the Indian casino to go grab smokes. Figured I'd go live because I need the watch hours. Oh, they're getting ready to go fly the gliders at the glider port right here. I can't even get freaking radio signal out here. Anthony, what's good, brother? Just going to grab smokes at the Indian casino. And then got to go home, do a couple little things. I'm going to go fish that pond. I got to get the boat on my dad fishing tomorrow. I can go fish the lake tomorrow then. What the hell, man? Yeah, I know. It all of a sudden started buffering, and there's a goddamn cell tower. Part of the gas station sign over here is a freaking cell tower. I don't know what the hell the deal with that was. It never buffers through there. Is it back? Is it halfway normal? Alright, we're back. There's a lot of traffic out here on the freeway today. This sucks. I can't even listen to music because the radio stations don't come in out here. Like, I'm so far in the middle of nowhere that I don't get radio. It's all just like super scratchy. We are 76 miles from downtown San Diego. It's a long drive to go to the store, but it saves a lot of money going to the Indian casino for smokes. I get a carton of cigarettes at the Indian casino for $50. Or I can go to the, we have like one little, like, I guess you'd call it a convenience store in town. And a pack of smokes there is $16. And then the dude charges you $1 if you use your debit card. So I can go spend $17 on one pack of smokes, or I can go to the Indian casino and buy a carton for $50. So I'll make the 30-minute drive to the casino. And this thing gets great gas mileage, so it's not like I'm killing myself on gas going to the casino. Just sucks because I don't have any music out here. Come on, man, really? This fucking buffering thing's killing me today. It's like spots that I don't normally lose service, I'm losing service. I don't know what the hell's going on. And then it like keeps telling me there's nobody here, then there's two here, then there's nobody here. I don't know what the deal is with YouTube today. They're just not happy with me or something. There's usually no traffic out in this neighborhood. Now all of a sudden there's a bunch of traffic. I guess it's all the people that went to Arizona and are coming home for the weekend. I finally got some radio. It's still scratchy as hell though. Yeah, you guys gotta check out the video of the two fat Karens on the paddle boat from yesterday. They got all mad because I was fishing. I gotta do my my stupid bait challenge. I'll probably do the stupid bait challenge thing again on Tuesday and see what I can catch on a couple of really stupid baits. If you guys haven't gone and checked out the short of the catching fish on a potato, go check that one out on my channel, and then leave a comment of what stupid bait you want to see me try to catch a fish on next. I don't know what I'll try today. I might just actually fish today to fish. I gotta drive by the pond and see how crazy busy it is on the way home. So if it's crazy busy, then I'll wait till this evening to go over there. But if it's not busy, I'll go over there and fish midday. I don't care. Nacho cheese popcorn. Leave a comment on that short with it so I remember. Because I won't remember. I think there's already like fruit roll-ups, and I think a McDonald's chicken nugget is on there, which I was already planning on the chicken nugget anyway. So next time I go anywhere near a McDonald's, I'll go get some chicken nuggets and use those. But I absolutely hate fast food, so next time I go into town, I'll stop and get a thing of McNuggets and try to use those for bait. Man, this dude behind me is about to get his ass beat. He keeps coming up on my rear bumper to where like I can barely see him in the rear view, and then he'll back way off and flash the high beams at me, and it's like, dude, I can't fucking go anywhere. Fucking traffic's right here, and there's a goddamn whole line of semis. So what do you want to do? Now he thinks he's gonna pass me, and I'm not gonna let that happen. People are assholes out here, man. They think like because we're in a rural stretch of the highway that they can drive like total douchebags. But I'm already doing 85. Traffic's going 85 here. You know, but you can see we keep passing motorhomes and semis and shit. And this douche knuckle thinks he's going to go passing everybody. Like, where's he going? Where do they think he's going to make it to? I mean, he's going to be stuck right behind the same people I'm stuck behind. But then again, man, half the people on this road right here are tourists from out of state, so they don't give two shit. You know, go through the semi to get around it. People are dumb, man. The ones that really piss me off out here are the ones that sit in the fast lane doing like 10 miles an hour under the speed limit. Speed limit's 70. There's no reason to be going 55, 60 miles an hour out here in the fast lane. I mean, yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere, so, you know, even though the speed limit is 70, I mean, we're doing 85, 89 right now. And I'm just cruising with the flow of traffic. So it's not like there should be a huge freaking problem. We're already doing almost 20 over, which is felony territory. If you get a speed limit doing 20 miles an hour over the speed limit, they can actually give you a felony charge. And we're coming up on the area where Highway Patrol likes to hang out. So, because this this exit right here is like, it's for the Indian casino. So, and they got a big old truck stop and gas station up here. So, people hit up this exit all the time. So, Highway Patrol hangs out here, knowing that there's going to be, stupid people trying to get on and off the freeway doing dumb shit. But we're officially now on the Indian reservation. Watch, this truck's going to pull out in front of me making a right turn. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, cool. This is the on-off ramp for the other side of the freeway. And last time I was up here, I had a semi pull out in front of me. I almost hit him. I had the boat and the trailer, so it's not like I could have slowed down and avoided him. I went into the other lane because I was under that bridge, and he pulled out. And if I wouldn't have went into oncoming traffic, thank God nobody was coming the other way, I would have smashed that semi while I was towing the boat. So I went into the other lane and passed him on his left. And then we had some words because he pulled into the truck stop up here. Him and I had words inside the store. And he actually did realize that he fucked up and apologized. We'll see how busy this parking lot is right here. This is one of the cheapest gas stations in San Diego County. And there's no parking over there, so I'll have to park over here. It's alright, I'll go in through the side door that nobody knows about. Oh, you saw that Karen thing? Dude, was that not bullshit or what? Like, I've been fishing there for like 40 minutes, and they saw me fishing there. And then all of a sudden, that shit, man. Fucking assholes. Alright, I'm gonna run in the store, you guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave this rolling. Wow, what a total fuck show that place is. Jesus Christ. That place is a fucking zoo in there. What's fuel cost there? It is, give me a second and I'll look at the sign. I think it's like this is actually the cheapest gas in San Diego County. Well, there's another Indian casino closer to town that's a little cheaper. They're like 10 cents cheaper at the other Indian casino. But this place is the cheapest around. Second cheapest. It's a fucking circus in this place right now. I'm like backing out and I got people fucking driving around me, giving me the finger and shit that just came in the parking lot. It's like I was already moving, dude. So let me see if I can see what. I can't see what it says on the pump. Let me get down here to the little sign they got. And then, so this is like a one-way. The way this gas station's set up, it's a one-way. Because the exit for the parking lot for the little store right here that I just came out of is a one-way. So you'll get people lining up, like this road that I'm coming up, or I'm coming down, the opposite side coming up, goes right to the gas pumps. Or you can take the little fork and it goes over to the casino. But these dumbasses will go up, take the casino fork, and then come in and try to like get in line on the opposite side of the gas pump. And get all pissed off and people won't freaking move for them. So gas is $4.20, $4.33, and $4.47 for regular, plus, and premium. Diesel's $4.70. And then if you're using a credit or credit card to pay for your gas, they put an extra 20 cents on top of all the prices. So $4.60, $4.80, or $4.40, $4.60, $4.80 for credit. Which is kind of bullshit. I don't think they should charge you extra depending on how you pay, man. Alright, let's get back on the freeway, get back home, and I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna eat something real quick. I got a couple little things to do around the house, and then I'm gonna go hit the pond. I gotta drive by the pond on the way home to see if see how crowded it is. If it's really crowded, I mean, it's 1:15 right now, so we'll see what happens. But because I missed a bunch of the chat while I was in the casino and it froze on me, so, and now I'm driving. It's a pain in the ass to read chat, so sorry about that. But it's already kind of a little bit windy out here. Not real bad, but we get some wind out here that it'll get so bad that I will drive right down the middle of the freeway with a white stripe running right down the middle of my truck, because the wind blows you so bad out here. Like, you'll come off this little, like, it's hard to see, but this little, like, berm on the side of the road. You'll get up to the end of it right here, and you'll get hit with a wind gust, and it'll push you into the shoulder. So I'll literally drive with the white line going down the middle of the truck. It's a trip how much the landscape changes out here. But we still got all the. We get up here a little bit, all of a sudden there's like boulders. No brush, no scrub oak, no nothing, just boulders. But I'm good with it because I live in an area where I can't tell you the last time I heard like a siren or, you know, people screaming and yelling. The loudest thing I get is when I go to the pond and there's kids over there playing. I can't hear that from the house. Loudest thing in my neighborhood is me. Oh, no shit. Now, all of a sudden, the Spotify is playing with the YouTube going. That's kind of a cool deal. I don't know what happened there. I don't know how that works, but normally it won't let me do both. I want to get off the freeway and take the back roads because it's such a badass drive, but I lose cell signal like right off of the freeway. So it's not worth it while I got the live going. But once I get home, like I said, I'm going to do a couple things. I got to get the boat battery on the charger. The battery on the boat's dead. So I got to get the boat battery charging up so I can go fish the big lake. I mean, I can shore fish the big lake, but it ain't worth it. There's not a lot of spots to shore fish. Hey, Corey, what's happening? We're just driving home from the store. I had to go to the Indian casino to buy smokes because they're way cheaper there than they are at the regular stores. Like I was saying on the way out, the store in town, a pack of cigarettes is like $17 with tax and all that. And I go to the Indian casino and I get them for $5. So I can buy, basically 3 packs there for the price of 1. So right up here around this next, not the next corner, but the corner after that, all the geography changes, all the landscape changes, all of that. Like right now, off to my right, there's a big old field of just green grass. And then once I get up here a little bit, that goes away. It turns into nothing but just boulders and dirt. Shit, y'all, I just looked down at the speedometer. I should probably slow down. I didn't notice the bushes and stuff going by so quick on the side of the road. I was doing about 25 miles an hour over the speed limit, and I didn't even realize it. So once I come around this corner, it's starting to show up a little bit now, but you'll see it a lot better. Once I get into this corner, it's hot. It's like all the bushes start going away, and we start getting into nothing but rocks. It's probably hard to see out. Man, I always lose service in that little spot. I lose service and everybody bails out for a minute. Oh well. I don't know why I lose service there. There's actually cell towers out here. You guys, I can barely see the screen on my phone with the glare. So if I'm ignoring your chats, don't take it personally. I just can't see them. The way the sun is right now, no matter what I do, it's like it's glaring off my phone screen. So it's really hard to see the chat. But we're out in the middle of freaking nowhere, 77 miles east of San Diego, downtown San Diego. So I don't, you would think it was like the Arizona or Utah desert, but we're right outside of San Diego. So I do, Jason, if you haven't checked out the channel, I've seen you around a bit in some of the other channels. If you haven't checked out the channel, check it out. I do a lot of fishing, a lot of hunting, and a lot of dirt bike stuff out here in San Diego. So I got a bunch of, oh, those are all new skid marks off the side of the road into the ditch. That didn't feel good. Somebody got hurt. I do a lot of outdoor stuff out here in San Diego. And through my channel, you'll be able to see a lot of stuff that people don't know exists in San Diego. And then like this exit I'm getting off of right now, if you check out when I get off the exit here, I'll show you, I'll slow down. There's a chevron and a shell. And on top of the chevron, on the facade thing over the gas pumps, the dude straight up has a military helicopter from like the Vietnam era. But see that right there? Let me zoom in a little bit. So he's got a helicopter up on there. Now at night, that's got LED lights on inside of it, so it's all lit up like a really cool green. But his gas price is $6, $6.20, and $6.40. So, you know, that kind of explains why his gas price is so high. He's got to pay for a goddamn helicopter. There's a bunch of people dumping trash over here, assholes. So we're right on the Mexican border. Like when I get down here a little bit, you'll be able to actually see the border wall. If I was in the Jeep, I'd go up to the border wall, but I'm not going to drive this up to the border. You've got to kind of off-road it a little bit to get there, and I'm not going to do this in the wife's car. This is her daily driver, so this thing doesn't actually see the dirt. That's why we got the Jeep and the truck and dirt bikes. But you can see right there, I know it's probably hard to see, but that's the border wall right in front of us. I'll kind of zoom in a little bit. Oh, I can't tilt my phone enough because the way it's sitting in the cradle. But yeah, that right there, guys, in front of you, I'll lag a little bit at the intersection so you can see it. But that's the border wall right out there. Yeah, that black line going across, that's the border. So, border. Like I could go down there and check it out, show you guys, but I don't know if I really want to drive this thing out through the dirt. I mean, Border Patrol drives through there all the freaking time. They're all over the place, but there's something going on the other side of the border. I don't know if you guys can see, like right in the middle of the screen, there's that big old dust cloud. Something's happening out there at the border. But I don't know, there's 16 of you in here. 14 now, so a couple just left. But you guys want to see the border wall? I'll drive this out here real quick. I'll drive out there real quick if you guys want to see it. If we can get at least 3 people to say yes that they want to see it in the next, like, under a minute, then we'll go out there. Because I'm going to pass the turnoff to get down to it in a second. So yeah. Midwest, you only count as one. All right, we got at least 3. So, all right, hit that thumbs up, guys. Hit that like button and the subscribe. Once we get up here a little bit, I'll make the left turn. And Jess, what's happening? Good to see you. So I'll make the little left turn down the dirt road right up here, just past this broken down old abandoned house, and we'll go out and look at the border wall. And as of right now, Border Patrol is watching us. Oh, you've never seen the wall? Okay. Tricia, hang out for a minute, and I will take you on a little tour of the border wall. God, this place is a fucking mess over here. I'll show you I'll go park over by the gates. Because you know how they said they were going to put like gates into the border wall? I'll show you the gates. It's hilarious the way they did it. So, oh yeah, somebody over there is getting some on I can't tell if they're on a quad or a side-by-side or whatever. But on the other side of the border, there's a road that kind of goes for a long ways. I don't know where it ends up, but somebody's out there creating a hell of a dust trail in a hurry. Hey, what's happening, Alan? All right, guys. Let me see, where's the Border Patrol guys at? I don't see any of their trucks. Usually they're parked all over up here, but we're coming up on the border wall. If you guys go on my channel and you see the videos of the rattlesnake that was under my freaking patio chair that I stepped on, when you see me release him, it was right out here. I released him right here at the border. So, oh, I see. Okay, the Border Patrol guy's up there in the shade. So we'll pop right over here. But this is the border, guys. We are 25 feet from Mexico. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and turn around. And then we might get to see, there's a little glider port right here. We might actually get to see the gliders take off. I think they're preparing. They have a bitchin' little system for launching the gliders. Out here, they don't tell them with like a regular airplane like they normally do. They have a catapult for the gliders like you'd find on like an aircraft carrier. All right. It's 93 degrees out here right now, guys. So let me shut that down. We'll get out and I'll show you the border wall. What the hell? Oh. Oh, I can hear on the Mexican side of the border, I can hear sounds like a trophy truck. So that's what was making all that dust. But here we go, guys. Here's the border wall. 93, dude, it's cool out here today. 93's, this is a cool day. It's been in the 106, 108 average out here. There was a few days where it got up to, it was like 118 on my back porch. So here it is. This is the border wall. And these little things right here are the gates that they said they were going to put in. But I don't know if you guys can hear all the off-road traffic on the other side. Probably not, but there's a bunch of people over there getting some. They're hauling ass. So these, when they said they're going to put in gates to the border wall, these are them. You see how it's kind of like got that bar in the middle?
Um, yeah, it's like a gnarly ass prison wall. But this bar right here in the middle, that's only waist high, a little over waist high. And in the back, you can see it's lower. Let me see if I can get a good shot of it. See how it's a little lower back there? It's probably hard to tell on camera, but the back section's lower. And the back section doesn't move. This section moves, which, I mean, it's supposed to move. It's not going to move. It's buried into the ground. It's locked up. You're not going to lift this. But they have these hooks here that you put a chain right there, and then up on the top they got that roller. It's probably hard to see with the way the sun's reflecting. Let me go see if I can get out of the sun. So you see that roller up there, right there? There's that spot right there. You can see the little ribs on the roller right there in the middle. They hook a chain up around that, and then they can, hoist these panels open. But they're never going to open. They're never going to open. But yeah, the Constantine wire up there, the sun's like right at the wrong spot. We'll zoom in on it. But that's the Constantine wire up on top of the border. So you try to climb up, and this thing's like 25, 30 feet tall. So, you try to climb over this wall, and you get wrapped up in that stuff, you're going to bleed out before you get found. And that goes the whole length of the wall. So, and then I'll zoom back out. Got somebody over there on the Mexican side getting some. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. I don't know. Can you guys hear the truck over there just flying through the desert? They're absolutely getting some. But so this road right here that we're on parallels the border all the way. It goes up over that hill right there. And that hill right there, I rode that on the dirt bike. Holy sheep shit. That thing is steep as hell. I don't know how they concreted it. Let's see if I can zoom in a little more on it and see. But you can kind of see where it up towards the top up there where it turns like white on the road. That's concrete. And then the rest is just dirt. I took the dirt bike because I ride the dirt bike out here all the time. If you look at my channel, I got some videos. I think it's called like Ripping the Backyard on the 450 or something. Where I hop on the dirt bike, and I usually ride out of my back. I'll open the back gate and go ride out of the back gate. But the video that I made, hey Salmon, welcome to the U.S.-Mexico border. Oh, I know for a fact I'm on video surveillance right here. I know 100%. I can see the Border Patrol watching me. But anyway, what I was saying is I went around the front of the house into the wash up behind me and was riding the dirt bike, and I decided to come up over here and ride up the border. And I went up that hill right there in front of us, and it doesn't look steep on camera, but it was so steep that going up the hill, I had to lean forward to stop from doing a wheelie and flipping backwards. And then going down the other side, I had to slide way back on the seat and keep all my weight back so I didn't flip over the handlebars. Somebody over there's getting some. I'm kind of jealous. Now, this wall, so here's the thing with the border wall. If you go about 2-3 miles over that hill right there, this wall actually stops because there's another hill back there that is just so gnarly. There's no way to actually build a wall across it. So a lot of people will just cross at the end of the wall. And when they cross, the problem is you can't really go anywhere unless you know where you're going, because you run across the border and you run into that shit. There's no water, there's no food, there's no cell service. If you break an ankle or twist a knee or something out there when you're trying to get through, you're done. Absolutely done. So Hey, Mr. SoCal. They didn't have the carton for you, so we'll have to go back. They were out of them, but I got you a couple. But no, I'm definitely being watched right now by Border Patrol. If I zoom in up here, you can see right in the middle there of that hill, there's Border Patrol up there. Now the weird thing is, I've only seen the one sitting up there today. I didn't see any in town. I didn't see any driving out of town. So I don't know what's going on, but Border Patrol's like lacking today. So yeah, military's out here watching us. Yeah, it's crazy out here with now. The Border Patrol has told me, I talked to one of them, and he said, when I was on the dirt bike, I stopped and talked to him, and they're telling me that the border crossings out in this area have slowed way the hell down. But west of here, it's still an issue. Yeah, the tunnels that you see, so we're like 75 miles from downtown San Diego, and it's very, very, very rural. So, you'll find a tunnel out here once in a blue moon, but most of them are more in the populated areas. So Tijuana and San Diego, if you took the border wall out, you couldn't tell the industrial areas apart. They'd all blend in together, other than the fact that, like, Tijuana looks like Tijuana, and everything's all bright colored orange and yellow and green and trash everywhere. San Diego, it's just concrete buildings, and we still have the trash everywhere and all that, but most of the tunnels are like, they come out in like the city of San Diego. So some of the little suburbs and stuff, outside of downtown. But you try to cross the border out here, like right now it's 93 degrees. I've been out of the car for 5 minutes, and I'm already sweating balls. So yeah, she knows her shit very, 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 very well. She can give you way better statistics and information and all that than I can on all this. She has a lot more information than I do, and that's just because I won't say why, but so. But yeah, if I were to go this way, so right now we're facing west, and if I were to jump in the car and drive this road, I can go all the way to the beach right here on this road. Now there's some detours and stuff and canyons and things like that I got to go around. But this will take you all the way to the beach, and then this wall actually extends out into the ocean. I'm not sure exactly how far. It's only 50, 60 yards at best. Mrs. SoCal will probably be able to tell you the exact distance, but it's enough that you don't want to swim around it. So, but it's weird because over here is like the waiting area for the people that cross the border. Let me grab my drink real quick, and I'll show you the little waiting area. Hopefully I don't meet the rattlesnake that I kicked out of the yard. I dropped him off right over here, so he's probably pissed off at me that I froze his ass and dropped him off. But that was a whole another fun deal. There's a video on that in my channel. I've never seen Mrs. SoCal so freaked out in my life. See, 4,300 square miles. So 210 of that, which is the coastline. So no, Border Patrol's not Border Patrol's not dumping the trash out here. It's asshole locals. And I think, honestly, it's the one. We have like 2 people out in this area that are homeless. And I think it's the one dude that is a hoarder. So there's an abandoned property. Actually, if I zoom in, you can probably see it. There's an abandoned property right there. This freaking dude, I don't know what his deal is. I just know that he's living out of, I think he lives in the boat that's over there. He's got this piece of shit van that he drives around with no windshield in it. And dude smells like he hasn't taken a shower in about 3 years. I think he's dumping some of this shit out here. But there's a full-on waiting area. This little cross thing fell down. The wind must have blew it down. But it's like a little scarecrow type deal. And the cross that somebody planted right here. And then they took away the mattress. There was a mattress right here. They took that away in the last week or so since I've been out here last. But here's the waiting area for when you hop the border and just sit here and wait for the Mexican or the Border Patrol to take you back to the authorities. So, and right out here in this field is where I released that rattlesnake. So I'm keeping an eye out because, you know, I'm wearing flip-flops and I don't want to come across him because I know he's real pissed off at me. But it's kind of a trip, all this stuff out here. So, and this looks like right here, this is a wall from an old trailer that somebody dumped out here. You can see the windows are still, you know, the frames are still in it. This must have been the kitchen because there's plumbing coming out of the thing. There's the little breaker box right over there. Somebody over there on the Mexican side is having a blast riding around. Yeah, the Border Patrol out here, so the Border Patrol agents that are out here actually patrol the town as well. And you'll catch them at all times of day and night driving through the town. And what they've done is they know which vehicles belong and which don't. Like, I guarantee that they've got my license plate on all 5 vehicles parked in front of my house. Well, 4 in the boat. They know everything that's parked in front of my house, my neighbor's house. They know who's who. They pretty much know everybody's schedule. So they know what's going on out here. You know, if you need to find something out here, Border Patrol knows what's going on more. As a matter of fact, over here in town, we had a guy a couple months ago who was breaking into houses. And granted, this is a town of like just under 1,000 people. I think there's like 800 and something out here. And the Border Patrol is actually the one that caught the guy that was breaking into the houses. Because where we're at out here, if you dial 911 and you need the sheriffs to come out, unless it's during the actual normal business hours, it's going to take them 45 minutes to an hour to even get here. So, unless they're already in town for something. But usually, you know, it's going to take them close to an hour to get out here, depending on what the situation. You know, if you call them like, oh, hey, my neighbors are arguing, they might just be like, oh, yeah, okay, well, we'll be there when we're there. We got other shit to deal with. But they got to come from far away to get here. So I think the closest station is like 15 miles down the road. And if they're not at the station, then they're, you know, farther down the road than that, and they got to stop what they're doing and come out here. So it'll take them forever. So Border Patrol does a lot of patrolling through the actual neighborhoods. So, yeah, see, Mrs. SoCal's, where she works, their schedule changes like every quarter. So that kind of keeps it fair that, you know, one person, because they're a 24/7 business. So it keeps it to the point where, you know, 10 people aren't complaining that they've never had a weekend off or they're always working the graveyard shift. So when her schedule changes and her routine of leaving for work at 5 in the morning turns into her leaving for work at noon, Border Patrol starts realizing a different pattern, and they'll actually follow her home from the freeway. And like once they see her pull into like the neighborhood, they realize that, oh, okay, yeah, it's her, whatever. But if you come out here and, like for instance, right now, there's the Border Patrol sitting up on the hill there. And they saw me when I turned off the main road. They saw me turn in here. And they busted up the binoculars and looked. They realized that, oh yeah, that's this dude. We've seen him out here a bunch. You know, they know exactly where I live. And they're not messing with me. Now, like Mrs. SoCal said, so you guys can, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there's a bunch of guys on the other side of the border wall out here, and I can't see them through all the bushes. But there's, you know, you guys are in Mexico right now. So if those guys that are out here riding, playing with their desert toys, were to come up and stop right here, and them and I started having a conversation, I guarantee you that Border Patrol that's up on the hill right there would be on the radio, and there'd be Border Patrol coming at me right now from 3 different directions. But you can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but there's somebody out there just getting some, having some fun. It sounds like a quad and maybe a truck and a couple of motorcycles. But I would love to be able to go up to the end of this wall and cross over and go right into Mexico, because there's some fun shit to ride down there. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, this wall is it's gnarly, and these panels are not that thick. I mean, or like they're not that wide. I mean, look at that. It's less than a hand, you know, knuckle to fingertip, just a little, you know, with maybe an extra finger in there. But you're not fitting through there. And if you try to climb it, good luck. You're looking at a good like 30 feet, 25, 30 feet. And then you got to go through the freaking razor wire. And if you get caught up in that, you're going to cut an artery and bleed out. So, you know, and you can see, I don't know how well you can see it when you get down here to where I don't know if it shows up that well on camera, but the fences, like the gates, pop out a little bit. So, and you know, it's a trip. Like if you go, when we stick you through the border wall, see all the bushes are green and nice and lush looking over there? Everything over there is nice looking. There goes that. That's a Volkswagen Sanrail I can hear over there. But then you come onto the US side, and it's all just dead brown. Like the little green that you see in these bushes, those are tumbleweeds that haven't dried out and started tumbling yet. And then somebody's got cattle over here, because there's a bunch of cow poo on the ground, cow and horse. So they're running cattle through there. But you can see right here, see how that pops out? So those are the gates. And you're not getting through those. I mean, look at that. You tell me those have ever been opened. There's, you know, a foot of dirt built up on the back side. They're not going to open those. It would take way too much clearing and all that. And I'm pretty sure that these are concreted in anyway. Let me see if I can kind of scoop the dirt away and see. Yeah, see, there's so much dirt that I can't even get down to where the concrete is right here, because this is all concrete right in front of the gates. They pour these concrete pads in front of them. So, man, this guy over here is getting some. They're like just behind the bushes to where I can't see them, but that's definitely a Volkswagen motor. I can tell for sure, just from my vast experience of off-road. God dang it, my chat keeps freezing. No, I'm pretty sure that's Joe that's sitting up there. Because when I was leaving, I did see there was one border patrol sitting over by the library, and I saw him as I was driving out, and I'm 99% sure it was Joe. Which it's sad that I know the border patrol guys out here by first name, but I've talked to Joe a few times. He's a dirt bike rider just as well as I am, and we've had some pretty good chats about riding out here. And so unless it's a different agent, I've only seen the one, and that was him. So, but yeah, guys, this is the U.S.-Mexico border, and if you want to climb the wall, this is what you got to deal with. And then if you fall off this damn wall, and I'm pretty sure Miss SoCal will back me up on this, but when you fall off this wall, you don't just like get up and walk away. You get hurt bad. You're breaking something, most likely your head. So, but it kind of trips me out how on the Mexican side, now these are the Palo Verde trees, so they are a desert tree. They don't require a lot of water, but it's a trip how they stop right there. And then on this side, there's nothing. Like all the green that you see right there is all tumbleweed, and it hasn't officially died, so it's not actually tumbleweeds yet. They're just, planted weeds. Often die or end up in with traumatic brain injuries. See, so I don't understand why people would want to come out here and try to climb this damn thing anyway. You got to be stupid. You got to be absolutely stupid. So, and then that hill right there, you guys see that hill right in the middle of the camera? That's like the tallest peak around here. And there's a little observation point up there that is military. I always thought it was Border Patrol up there. And in talking to the Border Patrol, they told me, no, that's not them that's up there. That's actual U.S. military up on the top of that hill. So they have some pretty good surveillance going on up there. And then that hill back there, you see that flat top hill back there. There's another post up there that's military as well. And, oh shit, the gliders are flying. I don't know if you guys can see him or not. Probably not. He blends in pretty well with the sky, but the gliders are up flying. So, hey, Mrs. SoCal, you might want to go tell the old man that they're out flying. Maybe get him out of the house for a little while. If you tell me they're flying, then they'll probably take off and go over there. But there's a glider up there. I just lost him in this. Oh, there he is. Okay. They're hard to see, man. They blend in with the sky, so it's really hard to see. But if you guys see that cross, like right up above it in the sky, you can't even see it on camera. There's a glider up there. And I guess they don't actually use a regular airplane to pull the gliders. They got like a catapult. I don't know if he's allowed back or not, but it might be a way to get him out of the house. If he wants to get out of the house. I think when I get back to the house, I'm gonna need him to move his car anyway, because I got to turn the boat around so I can put the battery charger in. Oh, you're in Norco. Okay. I know where you're at. I know exactly where that's at. Horsetown, USA. Yes, it is. My sister had a really good friend growing up that had family up in Norco, and they'd go up there all the time for the horse ranch up there. Oh, here comes military. Here comes a Black Hawk flying through. You won't be able to see him on camera because he blends in with the sky so well, but the gliders are up here just cruising. And it looks like they might be getting ready to launch another one. I can't tell. But so we are about 78 miles out of downtown San Diego. So we're at the U.S.-Mexico border. So right here, this is the U.S. side, and right there now, you guys are in Mexico. So it just trips me out how thick and lush these Palo Verde trees are. And then over here, it's just dead weeds. So, oh, that's not a Blackhawk. That's the Chinook. He's about to fly over the house in a second here. So this glider's getting some altitude, man. He's cruising. We got the wind coming too, so he's getting the gusts of the wind and putting him up farther. You know where I'm at? Yeah, don't say nothing on here. If you know, you know. Not many people know about this area, but you're in the Great Plains of Nebraska. Most of my family was from Nebraska. I've never been there. I've heard there's some really good deer hunting out there. And, you know, I've never been there, though. I've never been there. So, yeah, see, this Border Patrol's up there. He's probably taking a nap now. I could probably go up there and interview him, but I don't know how cool they'd be with that. I know the one guy would be cool with it if I didn't put his face on camera. But, you know, I'm not going to go out there and, like, press him for an interview. I mean, I could go, you know, I'd have to talk to, I'd probably have to get a hold of, like, the local lieutenant and go through him. Mrs. SoCal would know better than I would about, no, I'm nowhere near a military base. Nowhere near a military base. Yeah, see, they won't do live interviews. But I'm sure if, I'm sure I could be stealthy about it. You know, if I pull up to them on the dirt bike with the GoPro on my helmet and just start talking to them, they've usually been pretty cool about talking to me. There's actually a video on my channel where I rolled up on one of them and she was freaking dead ass asleep when I pulled up. So that was kind of a funny video. She was full on caught sleeping on the job. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna have one quick smoke here before I head back to the house. If anybody's got more questions, hold on, I'm gonna put the phone down for a quick second. If anybody's got more questions about the border or any of that shit, now's the time, because you know, not only am I standing right here, but Mrs. SoCal is in the chat as well, and whatever questions I can't answer, I guarantee she can. So she is very, very knowledgeable about this stuff. She might use some words that, you know, you won't understand, because, you know, on a regular basis I have to tell her bless you and to repeat herself, because I don't understand the words that she just used. But if you guys got questions or whatever about the border, go ahead and ask them, and we'll answer them as best we can for you. But you can see, standing back, it doesn't look that big on camera, but this wall is freaking huge. It's tall, and it's hotter than shit, man. That metal collects some freaking heat. So I really want to go home and jump on the dirt bike and go down to the end and go around and see if I can go freaking ride with these guys over here. No, so there's that hilltop right there, that big peak. There's an outpost up there that the military uses, because, as we all know, the military is helping the Border Patrol a little bit. They're not doing actual, like, you know, running down illegals and chasing them and all that. You know, they're more of just providing, you know, eyes on the border to help the Border Patrol agents. So San Diego has three major military bases. There's Coronado Island, which is a naval air station. There's Miramar, which now is run by the Marine Corps. But if you guys ever saw the movie Top Gun, the original, that was filmed at the base in Miramar. And then there's Camp Pendleton. And then out here to the east, there's another Navy airfield in the next county over. So the military uses this as a travel corridor, you know, east to west and west to east between all four of the military bases. So we'll get military flying out all over the place out here, just going back and forth between the bases. And once in a while, I'll be out in the desert and I'll be out on the dirt bike, and you'll see military actually out there training. They have a target range, like a bombing range that they use out here, or out there, down in the desert. And you'll see them doing the training of the new pilots, and even just, you know, standard refresher training and target practice at the bombing range, which is actually pretty badass. And then the Blue Angels train out there a lot. And you will see, you'll be out riding, I'll be riding down a desert wash, and all of a sudden you'll see the Blue Angels coming at you 20 feet off the ground. And that's just badass, because they're out there practicing. And, you know, when they're practicing, they're trying all their new tricks and all their new shit. So you get to see some really cool stuff out there. No, it's not a major post on the hill up there. It's seriously, there's 2-3 guys up there tops at, you know, and, you know, they're up there just basically, they're basically on easy duty up there on top of the hill. I mean, they're sweating their ass off because they're on top of the hill, and they got a little bit of a shaded canopy up there, but, you know, it's 95, you know, anywhere from 95 to 125 degrees during the summer out here. And they're stuck up there on top of the hill in the blaring sun, having to watch the border. But they got, you know, and that hill up there too. I'll zoom in a little bit. So you see the little dip right here, the little saddle right there. It looks like a quarter pipe. And then just to the right, there's that little nub. Just to the right of that little nub, there's another observation point up there where, you know, they're basically just up there sitting in their trucks, and they got a big ass giant, looks like telescope up there, and they can see miles and miles and miles into Mexico down here, because you see how flat this is right here before it gets to the hills. Well, on the Mexican side, it's the same way. It's super flat, and it's just, you know, these hills right out here just surround this valley going all the way through, so they can see for miles before people even get to the border. And then they'll know, you know, they'll watch them. Now there is a bunch of off-road trails and stuff on the other side of the border here. There is, you can't see it through the wall, but there is some houses and stuff right there against the border on both sides of the wall. And then what'll happen is Border Patrol will watch, and military on the hills, they'll watch to see, you know, what vehicles are going to what houses. So they kind of know the same thing on the Mexican border, like, hey, you know, this house over here with the big tower on it, because there's a house just back over the hill here this way that has like it looks like a tower that you'd see like in a Disney princess movie. You know, like you expect Rapunzel to drop her hair down so that the prince can climb her hair up to the tower, kind of a thing. And the Border Patrol and the military knows who's coming and going from those houses too. So yeah, it's so sorry guys, my chat keeps like stopping and freezing on me. But yeah, gas at the gas station where I showed you guys right over there, and I could probably zoom in on it and you guys would probably see see it, maybe. Anyway, right there is the gas station, the one with the helicopter on top. Their gas is $6 a gallon. And then if you want diesel, it's almost $7 a gallon. So it's expensive out here, man. But anyway, yeah, this border wall, this goes, like I said, about 2-3 miles on the backside of that hill. This wall actually stops. And then, oh, here comes Border Patrol driving down the road. We'll see if he actually comes up here. I'm going to give it a second and see if this Border Patrol actually comes up to me. But you can see, I don't know if you can see him on camera yet. He's right at the very base of the hill right there, coming this way. He's kind of down in the dip, so you can't see him yet. But he'll be over here in just a second. He's driving this way. I don't know if he's going to give me shit or what, but let's hang out for a minute and see. Hey, Monster Bud, you kind of took my name there. That's a little totally different, similar but different. Like I guys said, if you guys haven't hit that like and subscribe, hit that subscribe button. We're getting towards the end of summertime here, so there's going to be some more cool shit coming out. Deer season starts up in just over a month. I'll be out here, well, not out here, but I'll be out doing some deer hunting. I'm going to try to do some live hunting from the deer woods. The fishing will continue on. And once it's not 100 and holy shit all day and all night down in the deserts, I'll be doing a lot of desert riding down there. And I don't know if I'll be able to go live down there. I'm pretty sure that I can't get service anywhere down there to go live. But I'll be doing some longer form, uncut, just straight up raw desert video from down there. So I'm not going to do edits and any of that shit with my desert video. It will be as it comes off of the GoPro. It's going to basically just get uploaded exactly as it happened. Whether it's, hauling ass through the desert or, cruising, just chilling, having a good old, slow day on the bike. My buddy that I ride with, I always tell him that, like, hey, let's just take a mellow day. Let's keep it slow. And the next thing you know, we're always like wide open fifth gear. So it's usually some pretty fast, pretty freaking fun riding that you guys will get to see. And, the deer hunting, I'm going to try to go live from the deer woods. And we'll see what happens with that. I know there's a few spots that, see Border Patrol, this guy right here just straight drove by, nothing. He just waved at me and kept on going. But, we're right here. And he was sitting up on top of that hill. So I'm thinking what he's going to end up doing if he doesn't take a right turn here up there a little bit. He's going to end up going up and hanging out with the other guy that's up there. But you can see, like, they all know who's supposed to be here and who's not. And, like, he just straight drove by and waved. So, but he's, I don't know that dude personally. I do know that I've seen that guy. I recognize his face from, I've seen him in the little, we have a little, like, liquor store deli thing here. And I've seen that dude in there at the deli a couple of times. Don't know his name, don't know anything about him. Just know he's a Border Patrol agent that likes to get a sandwich from the deli once in a while. But, he knows. I guarantee he's driven through the neighborhood 100,000 times to see who's out here, who's not, because it's their job. They're supposed to know. Especially being a border town like we are. I mean, my house is just right back there behind all those trees. Like that, those hills and all that stuff right there, that's my backyard. When I'm sitting at my patio table, I'm right at the edge of those hills. That's my view out of my backyard. So, I open my back gate and my back gate goes right into those hills. So the Border Patrol out here, they drive around, they know who's who. They've seen this vehicle. Hell, the Border Patrol checkpoint on the freeway, When you're going into San Diego, there's a Border Patrol checkpoint, and they know who's who of the people that live out this direction that go through there every day. And when our Jeep exploded, when the transmission was blown to shit, we had rental cars for over a month, and they started seeing Mrs. SoCal every morning going to work, and they noticed that she was in different cars, and they actually questioned her, like, hey, did you get a new car? You know, and she told them, oh, hey, you know, our Jeep's in the shop. And then, you know, while the Jeep was in the shop, they told us it wouldn't be, we wouldn't get it back until at least October of this year, and possibly March of next year was the window they gave us. So we bought this, and we actually bought this for less than what we would have paid in rental car fees. So now they know this vehicle, so they don't mess with us. These Border Patrols out here, they know this vehicle, they know the Jeep, they know my truck, they know my dad's car. Funny thing is, my dad drives a Prius, and a few months ago there was an incident at one of the little resort things out here where apparently somebody pulled a gun on somebody else at the pool, and the guy took off driving a Prius, and I had the sheriff, the local sheriff, come knocking on my front door because they saw my dad's Prius out there. So, you know, they know who's who and they know what's what. And that was right after we made my dad trade his truck in for the Prius, because he had a big old lifted Dodge Ram, and it was just way too much truck for him. So we made him get the Prius, and they weren't used to seeing that Prius. So they saw it in front of the house, and the description of the vehicle leaving the resort was a Prius. So they came knocking on our door. So, yeah, I don't have to mow the lawn. It's weird. I've been watering the shit out of the lawn, and it's not growing, but we have a little grass in the backyard. We have, you know, stuff for the dogs back there. And as soon as there's some changes that are going to be made in the SoCal household, the yard is going to become more of a priority to do it the way we want it. I'll actually put more time and effort into it. But we'll have a pretty badass backyard when we're done. So anyway, guys, it's pushing freaking 100 degrees out here. I'm sweating balls. I told Mrs. SoCal I was just running into the store to grab smokes, and I've been gone for, you know, almost 2 hours. I mean, she's here. She knows where I'm at. She knows what I'm doing. But, you know, I need to get back and do a couple things at the house. And then I'm going to go over to the little pond and catch a couple fish. I got to make some more videos on stupid baits to use for fish. Hey, Strawberry. Welcome to the U.S.-Mexico border. So, you guys, when you see, you know, my name of SoCal Outdoors on my YouTube channel, it does not get any more SoCal than I am right here. Like, I mean, right here we're in SoCal, and I am 20 steps into Mexico, 20 steps from Mexico. So if I walk right here and I do this, whoop, you guys just crossed the border illegally. I'm gonna call ICE on all of y'all. Y'all are freaking, oh wait, now you just crossed the border again illegally. So yeah, I mean, like I say, when I say I'm SoCal, you know, you do not get any farther SoCal than where I'm at. You know, I mean, shit, we're literally like right here is like the neutral zone. We're like right dead split down the middle of the freaking border wall. So that's Mexico over there. And then now there's the wall, and there's the US. So technically right now, my arm's in, I'm actually in 2 countries at one time. So if I go my leg through there, which would be fucking stupid because the Border Patrol's up here. But if I could fit my foot through there, I could stand in Mexico and US at the exact same time. No, dude, I hate going into San Diego. Yeah, right. Does it count for a bucket list? I'm in 2 countries at the same time, guys. 2 countries at the same time right here. So no, actually, we don't go into San Diego. Well, the wife does. She works in San Diego, but we do not go into San Diego unless we absolutely positively have to. We'll go east. God, that Border Patrol is hauling freaking balls. He must be doing 85 miles an hour down here past the little airport. He's hauling ass. But we'll actually go into Imperial County, which is the next county east of San Diego, to go shopping and all that bullshit. So it's closer for us. It's closer for us, and it's cheaper. The taxes and all the pricing and everything down there in Imperial County is cheaper. So TJ is like 80 miles from where I'm at. So I'd love to go into TJ. I freaking have a blast every time I go to TJ. But I don't have a passport. So actually, Mrs. SoCal and I need to get off our asses and go. I got all the stuff done. I got the paperwork filled out. I got the photos done. We just got to go actually turn it all in so we can get our passports and actually go down to Mexico, because there's some spots. Now, Tijuana is a total shithole, but there's some spots just south of Tijuana that I would love to freaking go down and hang out. Rosarito Beach, Mexico is like 30 minutes, 40 minutes south of Tijuana, and it's badass. So I'd love to go down there. There's a hotel down there that it's called the Hotel Las Rocas. It's right on the cliffs overlooking the ocean. That place is freaking sick. I'd love to go back down there for a weekend or 3 or 4 days. That's the type of place where if you go into the restaurant and you order the catch of the day, like off their seafood menu, they'll take Jose, throw him in the little boat, and make him go out and catch your fish. So they'll tell you, hey, it could be an hour before your food's ready, but Jose is going to go catch your fish right now. Hey, Noda, what's up? Yeah, you can see TJ from your front porch. So, oh, that lobster down there at freaking it's Puerto Nuevo, which is a little suburb of Rosarito. The lobster down there is fucking phenomenal. I'm not a big fan of seafood at all. I hate fish, but the lobster in Puerto Nuevo, that shit, I'll eat like 30 of those. Yeah, that place is so freaking good down there. Actually, we need to go down there. I would be down for a day trip to go down there. I would be 100% down for that. We can cross it to Cati and not have to worry about too much of it. Just take the 1 back to the 3 and come back up. And then like Ensenada, everybody hears about Ensenada. Ensenada's cool, but Ensenada's a massive tourist trap because of all the cruise ships that go into there. So they've been cleaning this place up over here, man. I don't know what's going on, but they've cleaned up a bunch of the trash. I don't know if they're going to put this place on this property on the market or what, but a lot of the trash right here is gone. They got some old dirt bikes in here that I wouldn't mind asking them about. They got some really old collectible stuff. As a matter of fact, this guy's got, if you guys don't know anything about dirt bikes, this guy over here's got an old Bull Taco sitting here. So this is about 80 miles from downtown San Diego.
And we have just left the border wall. So the border wall is just a couple hundred yards to our left right now. And we just did a little tour of the border wall. Showed the gates and all that. If you go back through the live, you'll be able to see the border wall and some of the gates they put in the border wall. So we're on Highway 80 in the outskirts of San Diego. This is like the original highway that went between San Diego and Arizona. Yeah, I want to do... Noda, have you ever been down to, oh, what the hell is it? Not in Rosarito. It's just north of Rosarito. Puerto Nuevo. You ever been down to Puerto Nuevo for the lobsters down there? How they do like that spatchcocked lobster tail? That shit is so freaking good. There's a place down there, I think it's called Splash, I think. But that place has got some fucking bomb-ass lobster down there. Hey, Mrs. SoCal, if you're still here, will you do me a favor? Will you remind me tomorrow I got to call Chevy about this tire sensor? See what the fuck's going on with it. I just checked it. It's got 40 pounds. It's telling me it's got 8. And it's in the wrong tire. Oh, hell yeah, guys. Go subscribe to Midwest. Let's get into his 50 so he can do his live streams. So, I don't know if you guys blinked and you missed it, but that was the whole town out here. So, I'm going to take a right. Oh, Danny's at the deli. Kind of want a sandwich from Danny today. So many people are at the pond. Oh, it's kind of busy. So you guys, all this right here is this used to be, there's a bunch of hot springs right here, and this used to be like the playground for the celebrities in Hollywood back in the day. So doesn't look like there's a lot of people here. There's what, 5 cars that are normally not here. So, I think what I'm going to do, you guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 5 cars out here. This white minivan, she lives there. She lives in the minivan. Let's see. I can't see my fishing spot, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go charge the phone up to full charge. I'm going to eat some food. Do a couple little things around the house real quick, and then I'm going to come back over here and fish. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this live in just a second here when I get around the corner and go do a couple things in the house. I'm sure Mrs. SoCal's got a honey-do list for me. So I'll be back in a little while fishing, and we're going to see if we can get a nice big old fatty cat and a nice big old bass. So I'll be back in a little while, you guys, and we'll go do some fishing. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thanks for being here. Remember, if you're new to the stream, hit that subscribe and that like button, and we're gonna have some really cool shit coming out. We have our oh, it's high. Shit. Sorry, I busted my shoulder apart. We got our series coming out. Video 1 dropped the other day of what is the stupidest thing we can use for bait to catch a fish. So if you go in and leave a comment on that video, we're going to start taking ideas for what you guys want to see us use for bait to catch fish. So, and I just posted 2 shorts today of a couple of Karens blocking me on the pond. So, yeah, we did the potato up to something. And that's actually the video that's up. So go check that out. We actually did, I'm not going to spoil it. Go watch the video. See what happened with the potato as bait. So guys, I'm going to cut this stream off. And I will see y'all in a little while. Probably 2 or so hours from the pond. Peace, guys.